Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your May 2025 reading. My name is Nigel, and you have found alchemy. Okay, let's get started right away. I don't know if you listened to your spring 2025 reading, but this group of cards was set aside and put back out. That's why you didn't see me shuffle these particular cards. They were removed from that reading, like I told you that I would, and this reading was kind of built around that. So let's start. I'll start by summarizing this a little bit. You do have Neptune here, and Neptune can mean confusion. It can mean so many things. But it also, especially in regards to these cards, as I told you in the other reading, if you look at it, you could actually look this up on the internet. A very rare meaning here would be a significant amount of money or a significant amount of support. And the only warning with the Neptune energy and money is that as quickly as it comes in, it can go out. So you shouldn't, A, take it for granted, and you shouldn't be, you should use that energy wisely. All right. So if it is money, don't spend it all. If it is support, really think about how you'd like to use this support. So it can have long lasting value, but only if you use it correctly, only if you don't diminish the meaning. I don't know if it really listen to this reading. It was really, I went into it a little bit more. You have here, let me see if I could just move some of these cards. You have the 10 of Pentacles. And this is an expansion card for this deck, right? So this is indeed the 10 of Pentacles. And in this particular deck, there are two 10 of Pentacles cards. And this is represented simply by Earth, right? That's the only astrological correspondence that this deck gives it, the creators of this deck. And if you notice here on this deck, on this particular card, this is someone sharing their wealth, sharing their support with someone else, right? It's a little bit different from a regular 10 of Pentacles card. So it's exactly what we talked about here. Now, another thing about May, as I'm remembering your reading, is that when we did your astrology for your spring reading, May was a very good month for something like this, right? Just go back and listen to it. It's I don't want to go through the whole thing again. This was not in reverse, by the way. So you have here the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords in this particular reading anyway, we talked about this, right? This was Jupiter and Libra energy, and it is recovering. It could be recovery. It could be taking a break. It could be taking time to strategize, which is exactly what I told you to do with this Neptunian energy. And this leads straight into the Fool. And the Fool could be many things in many readings. People say it's Aries. People say it's Gemini. Some people say it's Virgo. To me, it's always Aquarius, honestly. And being that this is your energy, it's even more meaningful here. You have the Fool, and it's new beginnings, right? It is hope. And like I said, this could be hope for the first time in a while. And when I say that, it's not manufactured hope. You know, when you're trying to feel better, and so you manufacture a positive attitude. You're like, a positive attitude, that's what I need today. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to will myself to feel better, which is great. But there is a difference, right, between having organic hope and happiness and having that manufactured stuff. And this, my friend, is true hope, right? And the King of Pentacles in reverse came in as your advice. And that actually goes with all the things we just said, right? The King of Pentacles is Sun and Taurus energy. He's very stable, very future oriented. And this is much the same as that Neptune energy. Choose wisely and use this energy wisely. Definitely, it won't last. It won't last forever unless you plan. So that is the only, I'm not going to say warning, but it's the advice. Okay. Aquarius, I'm really excited about this reading because I'm glancing at the cards and it looks super interesting as always. Now, your card here, you have the Queen of Pentacles, right? And sure, this could be a counterpart type situation. It's Saturn and Capricorn. But if we look at it just from a practical point of view, right? The king is the logical planning side of the material world. Very important, very important. But the queen is the intuitive creator, right? It is the creation aspect of material gain. So what did we say? Planning for the future, strategizing, and creating actually bringing something into creation, into fruition, which is really nice energy here. You have the thread here. And the thread is number 70 in this deck. And if you notice, it's a tether, right? It's a thread that runs through something. Now, what is this? It's a tether for what we are meant to be, for what we are meant to do. Many of us contemplate that and come up empty. Well, I don't know what I'm meant to do. I don't know what I'm meant to be. And the thread exists in all of us. When this card comes out in a reading, it's the time on the table, which is the month of May, will activate a thread. The thread is inside all of us, and all it needs is an activation. This is an indication that there is going to be a thread activated in your life, and you'll feel it. You don't have to do a thing. You don't have to manufacture it again, right? You don't have to search for it. It will make its presence known here, Aquarius. You do have sugar here as well, and this is number 31, as you can see in this deck. And it's a fascinating card. It has many different meanings, but one of them, it explains to you that simple, non-processed pleasures are what you need right now. What are non-processed pleasures? It's not just our food, right? Non-electronic, right? Non-manufactured. There's that word, non-manufactured. Do or experience something that's not created for social consumption. What is it? It could be walking in nature. It could be baths. It could be having that childlike wonder of the fool, right? Adopting his attitude when you're out and about. There is something here about that will bring you back to a place that you may have forgotten about, Aquarius. Maybe you've been too busy trying to exist. Maybe you're too busy trying to just get through the day, get through the month, get through the year, get through this turmoil, get through whatever it is you're getting through to have this, but something, there is going to be a thread activated, and you're going to feel, maybe for the first time in a long time, all that wonder. Now, what's fascinating here is you have the ice cube. So there is going to be something you're freezing out of your life. You're going to be cold. You're going to be giving that, that Aquarian coolness is going to be sort of directed at someone. We don't know who, we don't know what the situation is yet, but these are your charms. And what's interesting here is you do have the Three of Swords in reverse. And the Three of Swords is Saturn and Libra energy, and it's in reverse in this reading. So this is a pain from the past that you are giving a cold shoulder to, or a person from the past, or a situation from the past. There is something here that and it is a defense mechanism for Aquarians. I know this because I am an Aquarian, right? When something hurts us too much, we turn it to a piece of ice. At least many of us do. Some of us retreat, right? We escape, we go away. But that's what I'm seeing here. I'm not seeing pain. This is in reverse. This is pain, but it's not fresh pain, okay? If that makes sense to you. This is an old pain. And this has something to do with the heart. As you can see, there are three swords piercing a heart. Here are your letters, right? You have L, S, N is in Nancy, O is in opera, and C as in car. And like I always say, this could be someone's initials, could be your initials, could be the name of a street, it could be the name of a car, it could be literally anything. Restaurant, I always say that. Job, anything like that. Keep these handy so you could really revert back to them before the end of the month, because they'll have meaning. One of them or all of them will have meaning for you here, Aquarius. Now, looking at your astrology, you do have Saturn, and Saturn, as we know, is one of your ruling planets, and it is number 19 in this particular deck. So, we have two planets here that we have Uranus, which is the planet of change, rebellion. And we have Saturn, which is the Lord of karma, right? A karmic situation, right? There might be karma coming into play for someone or something this month. Maybe it's you. And when I say that, karma doesn't always have to be bad, right? The karmic scales of justice can balance, and somebody could get what they deserve, and then there could be someone else that also gets what they deserve because they've been through so much. We'll just keep that under our hats. But you do have Saturn. You have the Lord of Karma here on the table. You also have third quarter. Let's see if I can pick these up. Pick both of them up. You have third quarter moon here. It says breakdown, readjustment, forgiveness. The third quarter moon is, when we pull this card, it's an awareness of your patterns. So this is becoming very self-aware of your part in this, right? Very self-aware of what you did when you dropped the ball for yourself. What did you ignore some red flags? Maybe. Ignoring your own patterns can be to someone's detriment, right? Your patterns, your awareness of your patterns can direct you to make life-changing, long-lasting breakthroughs. And this is the card of breakthrough. You also have Sagittarius in the 9th house, philosophy, spirituality, and knowledge. That's that Jupiter energy, right? What is Jupiter? It's expansive energy, right? Expansion inside and out. Jupiter energy is perfect for this particular reading because I see expansion and I saw it in your spring reading as well, Aquarius. Now, some of these cards are new. Some of them are cards we haven't used for a few months, but this is pretty interesting. This looks like some sort of a love situation, but look at how these cards pair up. What kind of stress were you under in this situation, Aquarius? My God. Look at that person. Not only is this person carrying the weight of the world on their back, but there is somebody pressing that weight even further, making it even harder, right? This could be something that started off really, really, really nice. Now, before I give you an alternate meaning for that, let's go here. You have these 4 cards are things that someone's thinking that they probably haven't told you. Hidden, could be a hidden agenda. It could be hidden sentiment. It could be hidden feelings. Doesn't always have to be bad. Some of these are quite good, in general, in this deck, I mean. But one of them says, sorry, the unspoken apology, internal regret. There is someone who is very, very sorry for what they're putting you through or what they have put you through in the past here. It says loss of control, reckless, derailment. This person could have acted very recklessly. And when I say that, it doesn't have anything to do with a car. It could just be they were reckless with your feelings. They were reckless with their life. They were reckless in a way that hurt you, that caused you a lot of stress, for sure. They are sorry. Maybe they haven't said it. Maybe they haven't said it enough, but they do mean it. However, you have somebody else here. And I'm wondering who this is. I don't think it's the same person. One of them says sabotage. One of them says envy. Now, the sabotage, it says, I'm deliberately working to undermine your efforts. Now, there is someone here trying to undermine your efforts. There is someone here who dislikes you or is jealous of you because it says envy. I will seek to undermine, this is undermined again, your success as a means of elevating my own standing. Now, there is someone who is jealous. I don't know if it's stemming from this situation. Maybe it's someone you're not aware of. Maybe it is someone you are. Maybe you knew exactly who it was as soon as I mentioned it, but I do think that these two things are separate. And I think that there is, yeah. Now, there is an alternate meaning here, right? This could be a relationship that you're in, that someone is very jealous. Somebody could be very jealous of your relationship, okay? There is someone who would love to put you under a great deal of stress. I don't know. But I'm telling you, I do think there are two situations going on for many of you. And I do think someone is very jealous of you. Do I think it matters? Probably not, only because I'm looking at your overall spring and your overall cards for the month. I mean, I glanced at them, and I also remember this reading very well because I'm an Aquarius. So do I think it matters to the point where they're going to succeed in undermining? No, I don't. But I guess for it to show up, Spirit just wants you to understand that it's there. Not to worry about it, but that it is indeed there. Now, these are your legs. And as I've been telling people, sometimes the legs go in order and sometimes they don't. Because I did get emails saying, oh, the last leg happened on the first week. All right. Well, these are your legs and they're going to either happen in order or they're not. It's going to be different for each Aquarius. Okay. So for your first leg, so to speak, you have, here it is. There's the ice cube, right? You have this detachment. You are detaching from something here, Aquarius. You are absolutely detaching. You're cold as ice towards this person or towards this situation. This could be something that you at one time felt very, very, very close to. You felt a lot. You had a lot of feelings for this person. This could be a good friend. This could be a family member. This could obviously be a relationship from the past. But this is someone who you are now a piece of ice towards. There is someone spying on you, and it could very well be that person who is envious, because these came out together. You're detaching. You're a piece of ice, and they're spying and watching. It seems as though someone has a mini obsession with you. I mean, it looks that way to me. You have here the Hierophant in reverse coming up as your first card. This is pure Taurus energy. And letting go of an old commitment, right? Or a long held ideal. There is something that you were very committed to that you are now releasing. You're kind of done. Or, that's how this leg starts anyway. Let me see if I could do this without completely wrecking everything. Wow. So the next card up is the King of Pentacles. And what did we say about the King of Pentacles? Yes, it's Sun and Taurus, but it's success, it's stability, it's focusing on long-term success and stability. It's a really good mindset because you have both sides of the coin. So this could be a partnership for one of you, at least for one of you. This is a very strong partnership. But you have releasing of something that you were once very committed to, and forging ahead with something else that's very, very, either very lucrative or it's very, very stable. It's good for you, has long-term potential. You have these two cards that came out together. You have the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Cups. My God, I mean, how great are those cards, right? The Five of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Pentacles, when it's upright, is destitution, it's isolation, it's loneliness, it's financial problems. It's all the things that we don't want to see, right? Being left out in the cold. Could be someone left you out in the cold, right? This is you releasing that feeling, right? It is coming in reverse. You're releasing that feeling. Now, your money problems could be if you were experiencing money problems, if that's what your personal Five of Pentacles meant, that is going to start changing. If your Five of Pentacles meant that you were feeling left out in the cold, you're going to start releasing that feeling. You're going to be letting that go. You're going to be the piece of ice, and you're trading this for this Ten of Cups energy, this Mars and Pisces energy, this happiness, fulfillment, positive outcomes, Aquarius. Really good cards. There is that peripheral type energy from someone, but it's not affecting you. It's exactly what I said. I mean, they could think what they want. They could hate you all they want. They could be jealous all they want, but you're not feeling it. You're not allowing yourself to feel it anymore. When we add this up and we break it down, we get that number 2, which is the moon. It's Cancer energy. It could represent a pull towards something else, like that lunar pull. It also represents our deepest personal needs. And your deepest personal needs are now being met. And they're being met elsewhere, or so it seems. Now, here on your second leg, this looks like a pretty emotional time. You have the Ace of Water, right? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yes, you could be dealing with some sort of water sign here, for sure. But no matter what, it is an emotional card, especially for people like us. You do have here, to start this off, and this sort of makes sense, you have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, Sun in Gemini, right? And it's right next to this Hierophant. And what did I say about the Hierophant? The Hierophant means you're releasing something that you were once very committed to, something you were once very committed to. This could have come before. Remember when I said these could be out of order? That you have the Ten of Swords, someone stabbed you right in the back. Definitely. It is the Hierophant could have been your reaction to this. It is the culmination, right? The Ten of Swords, the culmination. Together with that Ace, we see an emotional ending. It is over. There is something, stick a fork in it, it's over. But what I like about this, Aquarius, right? You have this right next to this release card, but in the center of your reading, you have the Sun. And the Sun is Leo. It's pure Leo energy. But aside from that, obviously we know, if you listen to any tarot, all the readers say the same thing. It's the happiest card in the deck. You have it in your center next to your King of Pentacles. You are the queen, whether you're male or female. You are the queen in this reading. This was your overarching card. You have this king right next to you, okay? And This is, yeah, it's the sun, it's happiness, it's clarity after that release. And then you have coming right after it, the Fool. What did I say about the Fool? It's right up here, right? The Fool energy. That Aquarius energy again, right? Leading to a brand new start. Here's your brand new start. Your brand new start, a new beginning. Here is that childlike wonder we talked about, Aquarius. When we add this up and we break it down, we get Jupiter again. We get that Jupiter energy, that expansion, that luck, right? Your world is expanding. There's going to be some growing pains. You may have gone through these growing pains already. This is in reverse. This is something that happened in the past. But man, you are definitely putting something on a shelf and you're not even dusting it off. You're walking away. Here in your last leg, you have Uranus energy, which is, you have Saturn here, and here's your Uranus energy, right? There's Aquarius, freedom, leap, opportunities, Uranus on this leg. Really nice energy, especially for you, Aquarius, right? For the obvious reasons. You do have here the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles is Saturn in Taurus energy, and it's coming in sideways. So in my readings anyway, these sideways cards are decisions. And it's making a decision about a potential harvest. The Seven of Pentacles, if you look at this card, he is cultivating something, right? You're making a decision. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? It's going to be different for all of you. That's why it's coming in sideways. You're going to decide whether something is worth it. But what I like about this, no matter what you decide, you come up in your own reading in your strongest possible way with the Star card in the upright, right? The Star card is what? A blessing. And it's right next to the Sun. So look at this. Where's my little, here it is. You have the King of Pentacles, which is that stability. You have the Sun, which is that happiness. And then you have the Star, which is you, but it's also a blessing, right? It's also wishes coming true. There's something good happening here. Now you have the Queen of Swords coming in sideways. And, you know, Aquarius, there is someone here that has messed with your life on some level, okay? The Queen of Swords is Saturn and Capricorn energy, and it is making a decision with the sideways cards to be the watery. Do you want to be the watery side of air, right? The Queen is the watery side of air. Or do you want to be a bitch? Because a reversed Queen of Swords is a bitch, and she has a very cutting tongue. She's not very nice, and somebody has brought this out in you. So you are going to make a decision. Do I voice what I think? Do I tell this person or this group of people or whatever the heck this is for you? Do I tell them? Because if I open my mouth and I remove that filter, someone's getting their feelings hurt. So this is going to be a decision that each of you are going to make. There's no right or wrong here. This is just Aquarius, right? Welcome to the world of Aquarius. Now we add this up and we break it down. We get the number 6, which is Venus energy. It is Libra, Taurus energy. Venus energy is what? It's love. It's money. It could be either. We talked about that with all this pentacle energy. Could be money. Could be a relationship. Could be self-love, because that's love too. Definitely. But there is Venus energy on this leg. Now, on your challenges. So you have your challenge column here. And in your challenge column, you have that Jupiter energy that we talked about over and over again, right? Something's expanding. You're going through growing pains. There is new beginnings. You're going to need courage. You're going to have to take some action. It's going to be challenging. But it's going to be worth it. Okay? It's going to be worth it for sure. You have here see, look, you have strength in reverse. This is more Leo energy. So a challenge for you this month is going to be, I'm trying to get this straight, is gathering the strength to do what you need to do, right? It may be a challenge, but you clearly are up for the challenge, Aquarius. So if you find yourself, temporarily feeling moments of weakness, understand that it's temporary. The very next card here is your Four of Pentacles in reverse. Remember when I said you're releasing something? You're releasing a long-term commitment, something you were very devoted to. You're releasing it. You're turning into a piece of ice. That's maybe a challenge, but I think you're going to do it anyway. I do. I think you're going to do it anyway. You have here the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is Saturn and Virgo energy. And a challenge for you might be the speed at which this happens. Do you know how sometimes a month can feel like it went like that? And sometimes a month can feel long as fuck. It just can feel really long. So I think that at some point this month, you're going to feel like this is taking too long, but it's not, Aquarius. It isn't. You'll see, because when we add this column up and we break it down, we get Jupiter again. So you got Jupiter here and you got Jupiter after we break it down. Your world is expanding, and I said it in the spring reading, especially for May. So just buckle in, accept what's going on, understand that there's someone, I don't know, there is someone here that's envious or upset or whatever. There is someone that would love to add to your stress, but you know what? This is a really good reading, Aquarius. What's fascinating about your reading is your opportunities, right? You have an opportunity here for a reunion. It says reunion soul ties. Could this be a reunion between the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles? Absolutely. Could this be a reunion? Could this be something inside you? A tether that has been activated, right? Something that's finally coming together. You may have felt very untethered, right? And now all of a sudden you feel grounded. But it doesn't come without its challenges here, right? So it could be either or. Let me know in the comments which it is for you. But you have here the Ace of Swords in reverse, and this is obviously pure air energy. And the Ace of Swords in reverse is not knowing, right? Not having a crystal clear idea of exactly what's going on at all times, right? It's that Fool energy moving forward anyway, right? You have that, and this is your opportunities column. So you're not going to know exactly what to do. You're not going to know exactly what's going on at all times, but you're going to move forward with that Fool energy that you got twice in this reading. You have the Justice, right? You're going to, this is Libra energy, by the way. You're going to have an opportunity to see what kind of injustice was actually done to you. There was an injustice done to you. You have the Ten of Swords here. You have the Three of Swords, and you have Justice in reverse. But this is in your opportunities column. So you're going to have an opportunity to see, right? In this particular depiction, Lady Justice is not blind. Her blindfold is off. You have the Empress here in reverse. The Empress is pure Venus energy. It's some people say Taurus, some people say Libra. But the bottom line is the Empress is a very maternal energy. She gives, it could be an actual mother figure. It could be you. It's the energy of giving life to something, nurturing something, nurturing an old commit. She's in reverse. So either you're releasing somebody, you're no longer being nurturing towards that situation. But I have to tell you, even though these cards are in reverse, these are your opportunities. You're being activated. I'm telling you, it's an important month for you. It's an important month for you on a soul level. When we add this up and we break it down, we get that Neptune energy, that Piscean energy, and that number 7. And I have to tell you, one of the little known definitions, or should I say, one of the little known things that people don't talk about much is that Neptune energy can represent the dissolution of boundaries that were once there. There is something going on where you're releasing something. You're turning into a piece of ice. You're no longer nurturing that situation or that person or something. You're not the Empress anymore, or you're releasing an Empress-like energy in your life, right? A maternal-like energy. So I am going to do your numerology here, Aquarius, but I think I'm just going to pull one of these cards real quick. Just to give me an overarching number for Aquarius, and then we'll do your actual numerology for Aquarius, please, for May 2025. You have 333. Look for the numbers 333 on your phone, on the clock, anywhere like that. It says you are being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker, assisting all of humanity. That's very Aquarian-like, right? Live your truth and be a positive light to others. But the important mantra here is, I am powerful. You're going to feel that power this month. You're absolutely going to feel it, Aquarius. Okay. Very, very important month. I can't overstate it. It is a very important month for you. All right, so as far as numbers go, the number that we spoke about the most in this reading was number 10, and that's no surprise as it Aquarius. It's Pluto Scorpio energy. Pluto is really doing what it does best here. When we add up all the numbers in this reading, we break it down, we get the number 7, which is that Neptune energy, right? That boundaries, right? You're forming boundaries. You're forming boundaries. Your lucky numbers are 19, 7, 31, 3, 10, and 4. The planet that we spoke on the most is Saturn, the Lord of Karma. Someone's going to get theirs. You're going to get yours. And I think when I say that, you shouldn't duck, because I think you're finally going to, the scales of justice are going to balance out here. Even if you are Lady Justice in this situation, you're going to make changes, and somebody's being cut out. That's Capricorn, Aquarius energy, obviously, right? The signs that we spoke on were Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, Pisces, Libra, and Aries. Now, the sign that we spoke on the most was Taurus, and it's that Venus energy, right? That, what do we say, right? That love and goals. And you have also the second, I think it was right under it, literally by one. It was Uranus. Because it was Aquarius, it was Uranus Saturn energy. So you have that Aquarius energy and that Taurus energy coming out right in the very front. You have that Saturn energy as a planet coming out right in the very front. So it's like Aquarius upon Aquarius. And you have that Plutonic energy. And man, it's moving through your month. And it's really, really directing you. It is time. It is time for you to realize exactly who you are, Aquarius. I wish you the absolute best. Namaste.